This case study is about a leading Belgian tech MNC and how they leveraged our Kaboom ABM program to engage their key accounts and gain deeper insights into their buying intent. Let me walk you through how we approached it. The goal was sharp and focused. Identify and engage decision-making committees across their most strategic accounts. It's important to note that their sales team hadn't yet been able to gain meaningful traction within many of these accounts. So creating the right kind of engagement was both a challenge and an opportunity. Before launching any ABM campaign, we begin with what we call a firmography exercise. This involves pinpointing key decision makers within each target account, segmenting accounts by size, industry verticals, or other relevant criteria. Overlaying this with additional intelligence, such as whether these contacts have previously been approached by sales, and if so, what stage of the buying journey they might be in. And wherever possible, gathering insights on their existing technology infrastructure to further personalize our approach. This groundwork ensures we're not just reaching out, we're reaching out with purpose and precision. So our client, a global tech MNC, was in the smart meeting room space, which at the time was still quite new. Most organizations were just starting to explore it. On top of that, there was a growing buzz around building smarter workspaces and improving collaboration. Now, instead of going the usual route of pushing product-heavy messaging, we decided to take a step back. We created a personalized content platform called Reinvent Your Workplace. The idea was to not talk about features and specs, but to start a conversation around how the workplace itself is evolving, thanks to new tech, changing employee needs, and this big shift in how teams collaborate. Now, the platform we created for this campaign was structured around a clear four-stage journey. The idea was simple. Start by engaging people at the very top of the funnel with light, awareness-building content. Then, as they explored more, diving into deeper articles, long-form pieces, and use case-driven content, they naturally progressed further down the funnel. We closely tracked this journey, tagging and targeting users based on how engaged they were and what kind of content they were consuming. To make this work, we knew one-size-fits-all wouldn't cut it. So we created a wide range of content tailored to different industries, job roles, and buying stages. In fact, we built 20-plus personalized content scenarios, over 100 articles, 60-plus social creatives, infographics, banners, and other content formats. All of this was targeted toward 3,700-plus accounts and nearly 7,000 individual contacts, segmented into 3 to 6 major clusters based on industry and profile. Within just 3 months, we had a clear picture of how these contacts were moving through the funnel. And as any B2B marketer will tell you, that's gold. Because at the heart of our job is this: helping buyers move from curiosity to consideration to conversion. And that's exactly what we wanted to track and illustrate. We could actually see how many people entered the program, where they were in their journey, from awareness to early engagement, active engagement, and even in-person or advanced stages. And it didn't stop there. We segmented this data by company size, job function, like IT versus non-IT, and even role type, CXO, decision maker, influencer, etc. This gave us powerful insights into who was engaging and how deeply. Beyond individual users, we tracked account-level engagement. Which accounts were most active? How many interactions did they have each month? Was engagement rising, falling, or flat? Were they visiting key pages? How much time were they spending with us? All this was captured, and the insight was super powerful. Why? Because the more time a key account spends with your content, the higher the chance they are genuinely interested, maybe even ready to buy. And let's be honest, no sales team can manually keep tabs on thousands of decision makers at once. So how this helped sales? Here's where marketing stepped in to help. We could tell sales teams, hey, these are the accounts showing strong signals. Here's who they are, what they're reading, and how much time they're spending. We even went a step further and scored each account based on their engagement. More activity equals higher score. Higher score equals warmer lead. We could drill down into each account to see the names and designations of engaged contacts, their locations, the content they consumed, and even contact info if available. At this point, the insights weren't just descriptive, they became predictive. We could tell who was most likely to buy, and this allowed both marketing and sales to prioritize efforts far more effectively. So that's what this case study was all about. How we used ABM not just to reach accounts, but to really understand and influence them at scale. If that's something you'd like to explore for your business, we'd love to chat. Let's co-create something tailored to your goals. Thanks for sticking with me.